Let me at him!
Well, there it is. Hi guys, this is Witty and welcome to our first impressions of the Northshire map. It's an 8-player map that has been recently introduced into the 4 vs 4 map pool for Warcraft 3 on the ladder. So what you're going to get here is a new format in terms of video style, and it's stolen from Kripparrian. And the way he does it is he spends 5 or so minutes chatting about a subject. In this case it's going to be Northshire, new map, it's a new topic, something to discuss. And then afterwards I'm going to show you a couple, maybe 1 or 2 games from my experiences. AKA last night when I streamed, I played Northshire a couple of times. So you're going to get both of those games. And they are both quite different actually, the way they play it out. So I'm going to go in this little discussion bit, talk about my experiences, what I think about the map, and therefore onwards. So Northshire, should we take a little look at the map description? The map description for well, it's a 3 vs 3 or 4 vs 4. In this case it's in the 4 vs 4 map pool. We can see that spellcasters and thieves control much of these ruins. Challenging them at night could result in an unpleasant surprise. So the interesting thing about this is that if you're an experienced enough 4 vs 4 RT player, the nighttime creeps won't bother you so much. They're only a surprise when they are literally a surprise. Otherwise, you know that there's some hidden assassins waiting in the shadows to bloody throw some envenomed spears at you. So it's a pretty large map. It's medium, but it's pretty large for a medium-sized map as they go. You can see there's actually 4 taverns in the middle, but not that much else. You've got a mercenary camp at the top left, so north, east, west, south. However, aside from that, it seems to be missing a laboratory, but it does have the 2 shops in the middle. So personally, if they were to revamp this map, I think they could replace this camp and this camp, these 2 taverns, with laboratories, or they could somehow make the middle so that that was where the tavern was. Open this up a little bit more and have shop, laboratory, laboratory. So it's a shame they haven't got a laboratory, so you better make sure that you've got allies that are willing to give you wood, because yeah, you're going to suffer otherwise. So we can have a look on the mini-map as well, so bear in mind you're able to see a lot of the map here. You're starting off in your creep camp, so otherwise if a player wasn't there, which wouldn't be the case, there would be big ass rock columns, so you don't have to worry about this. This is where you spawn, and you have limited options. You can either go and start off finishing off this creep camp, which is a little nasty to start off with right away with a hero, so you're going to want at least 1 or 2 units to try to creep this, because you've got yourself Geomancer and a Tunneler, and he can bash. So it's not the hardest creep camp, but he does cast slow, so it's pretty hard to take on if you're just soloing it with your hero. This creep camp is relatively just as difficult, but in a different way. You have the envenomed spears from Assassin, which can do good damage over time, so you want to watch out for him. Rogue Wizard can cast some nasty stuff. You can see he's got frost armor, which can slow down your attacks on the enemy units that you are targeting. However, he does drop a level 2 charged item. I've got to admit that the items on this map, the item drop rate is pretty crappy. I would say that this creep camp here, Geomancer, unless you are going for the mercenary camps, which I suggest you do, because the Geomancer can drop a level 2 permanent item. That doesn't count. You don't get that. That's just not being removed from the actual map editor properly. So you can potentially get yourself Circlet, Claws, and Gloves of Haste, but you certainly don't want the Ring of Protection unless it's going to suit your hero, Alchemist or Mountain King or something like that. But if you do that first and you don't do this, you're going to miss out on potential early mercenary creep. And what we see from here, if we go actually into the editor, because I'll give you a little in-depth look at how things work on the editor and how you can sort of get insider information, as it were. So what is this creep? This is called Mercenary Camp Cityscape. So we try to look up Mercenary Camp Cityscape. We can find it in the editor. That's F6. And if you scroll down near the bottom, you're going to get access to Rogue, Assassin, and Kobold, Geomancer, and Forest Troll High Priest. All of these creeps are actually really effective. Not so much in the late game when you're dealing with Frostworms and Shims and such, but in the early to mid game, They're all particularly effective. Rogue, much less so. He's basically a melee unit, so not too impressed with him, but we'll look into this. So Kobold Geomancer, we know they slow. They've got awesome abilities. Forest Troll Priest is like a more pimp version of the actual Shadow Troll Priest, which you get a lot earlier on in like Twisted Meadows and such, but we don't have those maps anymore. So taking a look at the Assassin, that's the first creep I picked. So in the first game, I decided to go for the Assassin. An Assassin. And he's an incredibly powerful creep, really. He costs like 230 gold and 30 wood or something like that. Gold costs 250 and 30 wood. So he's pretty expensive when you consider that. However, early game, you want to give yourself the best chance possible so you can creep faster, get your gold back from the creeps, and get some nice items. He does some good damage, to be quite frank. It's pretty hard to see the scaling values on this unless I go into the game. But he does good, strong damage, and he also has the Envenomed Weapons ability, which basically casts damage over time. It's very effective, really. So I would highly suggest picking up the Assassin from this creep camp. You can get him more or less as soon as you start creeping this. I noticed that the Rogue and the Assassin seem to be available. The Geomancer and the Troll Priest you would have to wait for. So I'm not sure exactly how long. I could look into that, but this is really just the first impressions. This is not truly in depth. I'm just sort of giving you a first look at it, since this is the first time of me really showing you the editor in this way. Otherwise, in future videos I won't go into so much depth, unless it is a literal in-depth version of that map. So first impressions, I go and creep this, nice and easy for the most part, a little bit nasty. You want to take out the Assassin. The Frost Armor is annoying, but what can you do? Then you pick up yourself an Assassin from here. You should have enough gold for it, if you're a Night Elf at least, because I did the Ancient of War creeping, so you've got a lot of spare gold by the time you actually finish this creep camp off. And then this little creep camp here, your expansion, is pretty easy. Not super easy because you get the slow. Think of Market Square, a little bit tougher than the Market Square, because all you've literally got is this kobold. The gold mines in the middle, if you're familiar with Market Square. They can be a little bit nasty, but these guys are a bit more likely to drop something more useful. Level 3 permanent item, so we look at this. You can get yourself Boots of Speed, Claws of Attack +9, Pendant of Energy. You get much better stuff. So this is a must, and you get an expansion from it. So when you get this map, you want to try to make sure you clear the expansion. Even if you don't even attempt to want to take it, you're just going to fast tech. You get good items from this. You get pretty crap items from the other two creep camps available to you. I also crept this camp over here, and the big boy over here is a bit nasty, but if you've got a tree sort of tanking it, it's pretty easy. So Night Elf are very strong on this map, I've noticed. Level 4, so this is definitely a good map to play Night Elf on. You can get really powerful items, as you see, sort of like really pimp up your intelligence heroes, or you can get like auras. So very strong stuff there. And like I say, the trees are able to give you access. If you went human and went Blood Mage and Flame Striked, you better have a pretty strong army or some sort of exploitive tower set up, which is hard to get because you've got a gold mine. So it's not really easy to put up towers here unless you've cleared this, and then you've got to get towers, and then you can clear these trees and keep pulling these into the towers. That's one way to do it, but it's not easy. The easiest by far is Night Elf. Eat a tree with an Ancient of War, and then you can pretty much creep this camp for free, as long as you've got a slightly easy, sort of like medium-sized army. Just like an assassin from there, an archer or two. Pretty good stuff right there. So your allies are all in a similar position at this point. Everyone's got a very similar setup. It's very identical for the most part, this map, as far as I can tell. Then the middle, again, is a very identical setup, and there isn't that much to it. You've got these expansions in the middle, so you've got 4. So top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And you can see you've got a much tougher creep camp. And this creep camp is like, again, Market Square. You can somewhat associate it with the creep camps that drop Infernals or Doom Guards or Scroll of Resurrection. The Scroll of Animate Dead, not so great. But if you get an Infernal, that's awesome. However, you're not so lucky with this one. These are slightly easier because they're not so high in level. It's only 20. You have a higher level creep camp in Market Square. But you do have some nasty level 5 wizards, which will be casting Purge and Lightning Shield. So if you have water elementals, best be careful with that. And then you've got the Bandit Lord, which goes immune the split second you start attacking him. So the first thing you want to do is you want to attack this bad boy, set off his divine shield, and then it's going to be on a long cooldown before he can use it again. Again, you've got the envenomed spears from the assassin and a couple of crappy minions. So if you're undead, you've got fiends, you probably want to pick off one of these two first, just so you can get another skeleton out of or two skeletons using your skeleton rod, and then maybe progress onto the renegade wizard and try your best to sort of like handle these two. So how do you do this creep camp? Well, I found the most effective way was when I was in one of my games, which you'll see with Sweet War 3, was we basically fast crept it. I even went in a little bit early. I got a bit too keen as a human player and sent militia and everything. I think I lost like 1 or 2 militia, but otherwise I managed to creep the camp, and Sweet joined me afterwards. If I was more patient and waited for Sweet, we could have probably done this with 0 casualties, and then you've got early access to an early gold mine. And the enemies are less likely in a 4 versus 4 RT to try and punish it, unless one of them's a map hacking Blade Master or something like that. But then there's 2 of you nearby. So the 2 of you can then go and creep something nearby in the middle, which is a bit more passive. It's only 10 levels of creeps here, and they're not powerful. These are probably the weakest creeps, I would say, in the entire level. I mean, arguably the kobolds, yes, but the wizards are kind of pushovers. The level 5 one can be handled, providing you know what you're doing. However, I am very disappointed by the actual sort of power of these, well, the items that drop, I would say. A lot of them are just level 2 power-ups, which are basically, in case you weren't aware, tomes. And these tomes are either, you know, +2 agility, +2 strength, intelligence, or potentially experience. So maybe a Blade Master wants to pop over here. I would suggest if you were going Blade Master, that would actually probably be your best bet. Is to walk over to the shop, sell your Scroll of Town portal. I've not played as Orc on this map, but this is just first impressions, and assuming if I was an Orc player, pick up Circuit of Nobility, solo this. These guys are going to have relatively 0 DPS, so you should be pretty comfortable on taking him on. However, this Rogue Wizard will cast Frost Armor on the level 5, so unless you potentially attack this guy first, you're going to waste your critical strike, force the Frost Armor onto him and then onto him. But Frost Armor's got such a short cooldown, you may as well just put your focus onto the Renegade Wizard. So go for the Renegade Wizard, bring him down, get potentially a ton of experience. Even then, I barely think it's worth it. But if you did that, you are left open with the option of exploring your enemies' gold mines nearby and whether they were to fast creep, because my experience is that is by far the best approach. If you're at the left spawn, say to your ally at the top spawn, let's creep this camp first thing, because it is really powerful. You get some good experience. That's 20 levels, so that's 10 levels for each of your heroes, which is just the same as creeping any of these. So unless you're going for a fast expansion for yourself, you can always come back and creep your own expansion, because there's plenty of creeps in this area. However, once you've done this creep camp, you've only got the stuff in the middle. So what we actually did was we crept the creep camp in the middle and then moved on to each of the other ones. And that was the most effective ability, because when you're doing that, you're basically denying your enemy creep camps once they've finished their ones in their starting base. So then you've done that, you can either fight the enemy, or you can just go back to your base and finish off the creep camps in your own time. And you can potentially get yourself that expansion, although one of you might have to miss out. But the expansion is pretty easy if you're a human player. You can still take this on almost with militia only if you took enough of them, and maybe sent a water elemental there to help. So first impressions of Northshire, it's actually a really good map, I think. It feels like there is a somewhat linear pattern to it, because you're all meeting up in the middle and going from there. However, it doesn't really play that way. It's only if you find yourself in a situation later on in the game, mid-game onwards, where you might be trapped by a more powerful enemy and you can't leave your island. You can, however, get round to your allies a very long way, but then you're still you've still got to try to get into the middle. So there is that issue. Air is obviously going to be particularly strong here, since if you're spawning here, you can send your wyverns over and start harassing the enemy's base right nearby, underneath, you know, behind the trees. So fast tech in orcs is something to look out for, air, wyverns, and they could always skip the main base in case it has loads of towers and just move over to the expansion. So there's a lot of potential harass. Don't forget, in the middle, air can also sort of like be protected by the rivers, so it's very hard for range units to basically deflect off the air. So I would say that's a pretty powerful strategy. However, you're missing out on the opportunity of a fast expansion. And most orc players that do fast tech to wyverns can only get so many. And there are quite a few options, providing, like I say, if you work with an ally, you can definitely get yourself early access to air. So that's definitely something you want to look into. So otherwise, I like this map. This is one of my favourite new additions to the 4 vs 4 map pool, Northshire. So these are my first impressions of Northshire. I hope they were somewhat useful, and if you want to find out how the games were played, then continue to watch and you'll find out. So thank you very much for watching. Have a good one, and I hope you enjoy the games. Bye bye. Well, there it is. First game of level 1 Kaku on Northshire. And here we go. They got one undead and the rest of them are random. So they've got that undead. They might have won. Although then again we've got an undead, so that's something to bear in mind. I'm a random player, of course. This is the first time I'm on the ladder when it's new and reset and fresh. And yes, this is indeed a new map. So I have no idea what to expect other than to try to get a gold mine early-ish. Yeah, an Ancient of War will do nicely there. How could it not?
Insufficient gold.
Dare to ask me for 150 gold? 150 gold, follow? I'll give you 100 gold, but not 150 gold. Blimey, he's greedy, asking for 150 gold exactly. Yeah, I know, he asked for 100 gold. Okay, so, tryhards, here we go. We got 2 undeads, that's nice. That's nice, good for us. Let's have a look. I will be try-harding this a little bit because I want to get nice stats, but at the same time I'm not overly that bothered if I lose or don't get like a flawless start. I might even lose this game. Wow, that is quick already with the spam. I only literally just got started. That's impressive almost to some level. Yes. Well, map hack is still going to be something, by the way. That's not going to change. I don't think Blizzard did anything about that, so still expect oh, hello, right here. It's good to see that works. People are going to be map hacking as they do, but just it's part of the game now. Unfortunately, you just got to kind of put up with it, and I'm sure that will get some rage out of me. Like I say, as for me, bears, dryads, I'll go something quite straightforward. I won't go too crazy. I want to basically win as much as I possibly can. However, you know, I'm expecting losses because you can't get perfect stats in 4 vs 4 RT. It's near impossible. You know why? Because people are going to leave. People are going to go AFK. You're going to get some terrible allies. And it's going to happen eventually. You can't avoid it. It will happen. So you may as well just embrace it. I don't want to lose. Hell no do I want to lose. But it's going to happen probably. There's my Wisp. Is he going to get attacked because he's nearby? No. Alright. Keep going. Yeah, you can start repairing. And I should get another Moonwell soon. Shortish. Yes, my blade first, says Illidan. So emo. Damn straight, I'm getting Assassin. I'm getting all sorts of mercs here, because they're imbalanced. Except for the Rogue. Not so imbalanced. I can probably take this on anyway, thanks to my amazing Wand of Illusion. And then I'll go into Taskmaster because he's a bit of a badass. And have you sat your ass down yet, Mr. Ancient? Not yet. Not yet, you ain't. Nice. Okay, so we want to get this expansion, obviously, and put it quite far away from the enemy. All of my lovely illusions have gone, so that's something to bear in mind. And I'm going to get bashed to high heck, because, well, these mobs like to bash. They sure do, but if I get the big boy down... Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to run the fuck away, because I could get bash locked. That's what happens. I'm going to soak up a Moonwell or 2 and then come back. Honestly, literally, you can get bash locked by these guys. They will just bash you to death.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Pull them back. And there we go. This will be that dealt with. Again, I'm not familiar with the maps, so I'm pretty much making it up at this point. I know I can do that. Looks like there's an Orange Creek camp, so it would make sense to probably try and put down an Ancient of War maybe here to get that crept. There's nothing good I can buy from here really, So I'm going to avoid that for now. I'm going to tech.
Our allies' town needs help.
Oh, what's happening? Really? Oh, okay. You know you can move acolytes, right?
Righto.
Okay. So just going to keep creeping green things and anything I can basically get near that I think I can do, because I'm not familiar with this map. I've never, well, I haven't played this map before, I don't think, unless it was like a long time ago. Way back when. I hope that red guy isn't going to solo pink just with a bloody blood mage. That would be pretty terrible. So you're going up. We've got loads of wisps for wood. Oh yes, we have wisps. And I'm just going to get archers. So I've got units so we can defend, because you've got to be a little bit sensible. This isn't one of my typical dick around 4 versus 4 RTs where I'm going to be super selfish. I will be playing a little bit seriously.
Righto.
How's he not done that orange camp yet? So I'm going to be getting units nonetheless, and we'll build up from there. Where are you going? Do you not want this? Oh, you've already done it. Kind of. No, you haven't. You ain't done shit. Get another assassin, because they're really badass. Okay, so should have my expansion up now. Thank you for the follows. That's going
Our
up.
building
I
is
stand ready.
Get onto the gold mine. Eat that up. I'm going to be interested in those troll priests shortly. Tech's still going through. I'm going to want Hunter's Hall as well. You're going to need to start eating trees. Get over there. Maybe bring a couple of wisps over to repair you potentially. And a couple more wisps, even though I've got a lot of wood. It's just to compensate. What? What's the matter? Did you just teleport back from there? Wow.
our allies' town
And now,
needs help.
oh, don't make me teleport just first as that. Hang back, you're fine. Seriously, this is what's going to cost me the game, is when allies sort of like cannot defend themselves versus one player. He's literally in his own undead base. It's easy. Not a problem. Although he has got blue, to be fair, so that, okay, that sucks for him. I'll come over, but I want to heal up Demon Hunter and all of that.
Our allies' town needs help.
Although he's pushed him back, he's going to lose that expansion. Upgrades finished, so that means bears potentially. Okay, so let's take you guys. Go for Ancient of Laws over here. Do I teleport over? Probably not. Worth it now. On my way, orange. See if we can get some damage done. Gonna go keep with the Grove as well to back up the Demon Hunter. Two Ancients of Law. Mana burn the crap out of you. 100 mana a pop. Don't know where the other guy went, whether he's still there or not. If I can get one more pop on that Demon Hunter, that'd be great. Death Knight, rather. Nah, see, this is a waste of time now. Where'd the other guy go? Did he really just disappear? Want to get Priest. They're really good. They're very good. Yeah, they have. He has gone. I think it's going to take me too long to get around there. Okay. There's Merc. I'm thinking I'll get a couple more wisps just to make sure.
On your mark. Right away.
An allied champion is
This is about allied champions falling. I always get worried, basically.
Waiting on you.
Oh shit, that is a tough camp.
But nature is restless.
On your mark.
Your building is complete. Your building is
Waiting on you.
Is restless. The time has come.
Right away.
Threatens the wild. Stand and deliver.
our allies' town needs help.
God. Can he handle himself? Can my allies not die whilst I do some powerful stuff? You should be tanking, by the way, Mr. Ancient.
Research done. Our allies' town needs help.
See what awesome item I can get.
Your building is
Good items for the Keep of the Grove, kinda.
Is restless. Is there danger? Righto.
our allies' town needs help.
Still needs that. That's a lot of things. Right, we've got to start upgrading these bears. Getting those ticking.
Command me quickly. Who threatens the wild?
Our allies' town needs help.
Kill me. The nature is restless.
Research finished.
Command me.
Our allies' town needs help. Research finished.
Now, the time has come.
That's 3 of them. I can't take them all on. Oh shit. Okay, hello. Terrible positions. I hope we got more than this, guys, by the way. Because this is pretty stupid. Are we just getting beat by undead imbalance? I might need to go mass hippogriffs, actually, instead of just bears. Because you know what happens when you got frostworm... undead, yeah, exactly, frostworms. That's a given, that is.
Your building is research finished.
Point the way. We must act. Command. We must act. Is there danger? The time is now. My blade is there danger? Quickly.
On your mark.
Threatens the
Point the
wild.
way.
Command me. Now. At last.
Yep, frostworms.
Our warriors have engaged.
Here they come. Here come the frostworms. Fucking typical.
Righto.
Where's Orange going?
Away.
Is restless.
Gonna try and put so much pressure on those frostworms. Unfortunately, they ain't gonna go down.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Shit, bear's being caught out. That sucks. Fuck, that sucks.
Your man
Frostworms. Can't get my Demon Hunter in there for shit. Yeah, this is going bad. Oh, okay. I don't want to have to play undead every game, but it might have to come down to that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Oh look, undead. Everyone's going frostworms. Party time. I've got to be the guy that has to build the exact counters. It's pretty obvious. I said anti-air about fucking 7 minutes ago, but you know. Don't worry about that. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Has he even... What's he doing?
Your building is
Hippo time. Fucking tons of hippos. I don't think they have... No, they do have a human player, and he can get tanks, potentially.
Quickly.
I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm the door.
Death to all nature is restless.
your building is complete. grove is being desecrated.
Oh god. That is a lot. I don't particularly want to lose my first game, but I can see that happening. Okay. No TP. We can't help him. He's fucked. He's fucking useless, that guy. Absolutely useless. We just have to get the proper counters, so I'm getting lots of bears and lots of hippogriffs. That's the appropriate counter. That's what we can see so far. They haven't got appropriate counter to bears and hippogriffs. So Pink's fucking useless. That's a give. Back, you cunt! Back. Pink. Back. Back. Is he really this bad? Back. Fucking hell! Right, welcome to 4 versus 4 RT, the game where everyone's a fucking retard, except for you. Fuck. Is he brain damaged? I don't get it. Literally, what are you thinking? There's a human being there. Thank you. I'm subscribing to Sona J. There's a human being. That's a human being. It's not a fucking robot. It's a human being. There's a player there. There's a intelligent human being. You would have to assume he's got some level of fucking intelligence. I don't understand how it's possible. Also, what the fuck is going over here? How has he done that? I'm going to have to buy so many teleports. Literally, I'm going to have to actually cancel, buy 2 teleports. I already bought multiple teleports. What's going on over here? Okay, we're teleporting. Okay, that's what's going on there. Oh, shit. This is what it comes down to, is you just got to fucking rape the crap out of them. Yes, Panda's down.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished. Your building is complete.
Just got to worry about the human now, get mass tanks. That's the biggest problem. Right, they're all fucking undead, so this sucks. So let's go to human. Thanks for the skeletons. I really care about those.
I'm awake.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Fucking idiots.
I'm awake. Our time is short. My strength is yours.
Where's this? Oh, there's a marketplace. Well, I can't get in. I ain't got time to really go back and get any healing scrolls.
I'm awake.
The human is our biggest threat. If we make sure he fucking dies, then it's GG. Get the shit at the back whilst you can, but don't get too carried away. Got so many hippos.
I'm awake. My strength is yours. Our time is yours.
Okay, someone's teleporting in. Should be able to get level 6 from this probably. I cannot see shit as to what's going on. Demon Hunter's backed off, unfortunately.
Research finished.
Is there danger?
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Command me. By the spirits. For power. By the spirits. Well.
Nice. I think we've got this.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
It's killed a lot of my hippos though, to be fair. But they can't counter all of this.
We can't build. Let us make it small. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Command me. The time has come. The time is now. Command me.
Hello.
Nature is restless. Who threatens the wild?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
That's convenient. What made you turn up there?
Command me. Who threatens the wild?
Making trade.
By the spirits.
Ah!
Our strength is yours.
Is there danger? Who
Where
threatens?
shall I strike?
That's a lot of frostworms, so you better be fucking careful. Frostworms is really just the one thing that can beat us. All we have to do is keep countering the frostworms. Should be able to get metamorphosis soon as well. Very soon, there we go.
Our strength is yours. Our time is yours. Our strength is yours. I'm awake.
Is restless.
Oh, that was a close one, to be honest. I honestly thought Pink was going to cost us that game. He was on that level. God damn. Oh, right, okay, I can lose games now. As long as I didn't lose the first one. Congrats, sweet. You've made it there.
Yes, me lord. Forward. Righto. Off I go then. What is it? Ready to work. All right. All gold is required. What? Yes, me lord.
So, according to the meta of Warcraft 3, I need to build about 5 towers here.
Ready to
That's the
work.
meta, so I've got to remember to do that. Remind me to do that. Remind me to build mass towers, so that way I can be a good 4 versus 4 RT player. It's changed. 4 versus 4 RT has changed since I last played it. It's got worse, by far.
What? Yes, me lord. Ready to work. Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Job done. Job done.
I think some standard Archmage into Footman into expansion play. I feel like Gyrocopters could be powerful on this map because it's kind of big enough for you to avoid people.
Job done.
And I think I've learnt my lesson. I could tell, I told right from the very start that those two were trolls, basically.
Yes, me lord. Righto.
So I think
Job's done.
what I'll do in future is if I think I'm being trolled, I'll just leave. Because I don't care about stats. It's irrelevant for me. And it will basically kill off the trolls' fun by basically getting out of the game. Because they'll be like, oh shit, I just waited all that time to try and get into a game and now he's fucking gone. GG! So that's the best counter versus trolls. It's just get them fucked off themselves. Oh yes, I do. It's easy. Oh, that's nasty though. I'll grant him that. That's a bit nasty, the old lightning shield. That's a long-lasting lightning shield as well. That's how you deal with bullying bandit lords. Nice. Let's just keep on going.
What is it? Yes, my lord. Yes, my liege.
May as well.
What? What is it? Say the word. Of course. You require my assistance. Ready to work. Get on. I can hardly wait. What? Say the word.
Go for the renegade wizard if we can get him. Well, at least the lightning shield was on one of our units this time.
Righto. What is it? Yes, my lord.
I'd be very surprised if the enemy fast check this. Getting loads of peasants as well.
Job's done. Yes, my liege.
Nice. Okay. So,
Well,
good healing.
perfect. What?
Got the level, well,
More work.
very powerful water elementals now, and you know how strong they are. Hello.
Orders. Right. Well,
What's he doing? Oh, you really wanted to cast lightning shield on him.
what do you need? What is it? For glory. Yes, my liege. Say the word. Well, orders. Say the word. Get on.
Yeah, this is working. This is fast creeping.
Righto. Yes, my lord. More work is required. Off I go then. Are under attack. What is it now? Yes, my liege.
Hello.
Perfect.
That was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? He's probably got blink though, but may as well try and surround.
Well,
Yep.
perfect. Get on. Say the word. What is
So I see the strategy here is fast creeping, is it?
more work? What is it now?
The big red camps down here.
Yes, my liege. Job's done. Righto. Job's done.
Righto.
All right.
Good experience as well. Tech is going through just loads of footmen because you can easily afford it. In come the Gargs. Have some of them. What's the enemy up to?
What is it now?
Maybe poke at him.
Job's done. Say the word. Say the word. I'm in order. What you need? Righto. Yes, my liege.
Oh, fiends.
What do you need? Say the word. What do you need?
Has he even got any blinks? Yeah, he can blink out of this, so you may as well get ready to see where he's going to blink to. Right there. Ah! Okay, he can't blink out of that one. Wow, he can teleport out though. Unless you want to do the middle. I suppose, yeah, we should carry on creeping the middle, really. There's no reason not to. Oh, hello, some cheeky human harass from Joshua there. When it's like this, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm just going to be lazy. I get lazy when I'm doing well. Basically because I just can't be past this. I feel like I play better when I'm doing bad. Because at least I feel more pressure to actually do something productive. Very good play, sweet. I think I'm just going to tech and go mass griffins like an idiot. Because that's a greedy thing to do.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my
So I think I
lord.
will.
What?
Yes, I think I will.
For glory! Say the word. What?
Save the footman.
What do you need?
Save the cheerleaders, save the world.
What do you need?
Watch out. Oh, okay. I got fooled by that. Fool! You a fool! So close. So close.
Forces are under attack.
More griffins are required.
For glory!
I'll tell you what. Archmage at level 6
Well, yes,
with mass griffins is almost just as powerful as siege tanks. Not quite, but almost. So I think that's going to be the goal here, is to try and boost up my Archmage to level 6 and then just teleport all over the map. So I'm going to start getting farms
Forces are under attack.
just in places where I can teleport to.
say the word.
Let's get some experience, purple. Look at the gold.
What?
Where are the goblin laboratories? You know I need them. You know I need my shredder. I don't think we have any on this map.
Say the word.
Poor Green. He's getting absolutely no help in a helpless situation.
What do you need?
Unless his allies helped, then he would have been in a helpful situation. But he wasn't! He was helpless. Water elementals, say hello to huntresses, like I suffered
Yes,
so
my lord.
harshly before.
All right. What is it?
Getting ready for that castle.
What?
For those griffins.
Yes, my lord. More work. Job
Getting away with
done.
murder in this game.
Off I go then. What is it? What? Our forces are under
All
attack.
Well, yes, my liege. You require my assistance.
The gargoyles are coming.
Say the word.
Better watch your gargoyle back. That huntress really wanted to get to his rally point. Excuse me, coming through. Now I can die.
Yes, my lord. What?
Yes, my liege.
Job done.
Almost.
What?
Not quite.
Job done.
Orders. Well? What is it? Yes, my liege.
Fiends take such a pounding if you get them surrounded like that.
Say the word. Attack! Right. Yes, my liege.
Job done. Job
You
done.
need.
I think I was getting some of the Vampora as well from the Dreadlord. So that's kind of nice for my little footies. Yeah, this is super one-sided, this game. Look at the gold I've got, 4,005. I told you I get lazy. It's just like I almost... It's that Tower Island mentality where I don't want to build units because it would kind of be cheating.
What is it?
It's a lot harder, but
Yes, my lord.
I don't want to... I mean, once I get to the point where I can just go into 100 food griffins, yeah, sure.
More work.
But unless I can have that instantaneously, I'm not going to do anything.
What?
There's upgrades to be getting.
Yes, my lord.
What are they doing on the enemy team? This is not going well for them. At all. Guys,
What?
Guys, what are you doing? What are you up to?
Off I go then.
You alright? How you getting on? Like, seriously, what? This guy's got to be going... He's actually getting workshop. He totally looks like a Griffin player, though. Totally.
Job's
Workshop
done.
again. You think they would be doing well if they got the workshops.
Yes, me lord.
Apparently not. Also level 5.5 Archmage, so... I think I lost all my footmen. Ah, that's my shims.
Job done.
And in comes some bears, because red can. Heck, we don't need bears. We don't need even 5,000 gold's worth of griffins, but it's gonna happen.
More lumber is required.
More lumber is required. You're damn straight it is. Come on, boys, bring the lumber back. The griffins must flow. The griffins must flow. I've got quite a few farms set up for like teleporting fun.
Job done. What is it?
This is a mini strong guard, or this is like an alternative strong guard. It's slightly smaller than strong guard. This is probably a better version of strong guard, to be honest with you. This map. If you've ever seen strong guard, if you're familiar with it, this is strong guard but better, better designed. The middle is like just it is, isn't it? It is strong guard. Sort him out, sweet. Sort him out. Save his bacon. Watch out for the mortar teams though. They're going to have some fun there. Although they're going for the blood mage, so they've missed out on a trick there. Where's my level 6? We need to kill this next shim. We need to guarantee my level 6. Me and the water elementals. And perhaps a garg or two. Gotta bring this shim down. No! I've only just... No! Too easy. Shims, where are you? We gotta get you. Gotta get them shims. Gotta get them shims. The shim is any second now. I might be able to get a third water elemental by this time. Don't kill this building though. I want the shim. Whoa! Give me the shim! It's gonna take me a while. Oh wait, here we go. The level 6 is guaranteed. Yeah.
You can count on me.
Forward. All right. Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord.
I guess blue? Yeah, Joshua, of course. Stream sniper extraordinaire. See, you'll be surprised how quickly the gold goes down. Like I'm not even at 100 food yet, and there's still more stuff to upgrade.
What? Forward.
Ah, you bastards.
What? What is it?
It's hammer time.
Off I go then.
I'm your father.
Oh, hello, Josh.
I'll do what
I think my griffins will deal with this quite nicely. Look at the splash. You've not even got upgraded tanks, so it's going to be difficult for you. Tanks won't cut it. You've got this stupid amount of griffins, and you can pretty much just nuke this down. I wonder if my griffin AoE works versus allies.
You're the boss.
No, this isn't an excuse for you to kill all my griffins. I'm just trying to test.
You can count on me.
Whilst you're bunched up. Doesn't look like it. Is the paladin ready to cast Divine Shield? No. No, he is not. Also, I think I see an Infernal. So that's pretty nice. This is the one thing human towers don't do too well against, is mass griffins. Especially if you chuck in a Dragonhawk just for one cloud. This might be it now, Josh. So you might want to leave, fella. Yeah, granted control. Just attack move. Cheers. Are they even going to do anything, these steam tanks?
Off I go then.
I'll do what I take.
I think I got a bit of spare wood.
You can count on me. What is it? What? It's hammer time. I can hardly wait.
There's a lot of griffins.
Well? You require my assistance?
Too many for one man to handle.
Aye, sir. You can count
This is
on
where
me.
you need multiple allies, all going griffins, to handle this many.
You can count on me.
How much gold have we got in this expansion? Reasonable amount. It does run out.
You can
Joshua, are you ready to leave yet? Because you're just kind of making the game boring now. We kind of get it. It's pretty much over.
Hey, sir. I'll do what I take, sir. I'm your god.
Hello. What have we got here?
I'll do what I take. I'll do what I take. What is it now? Well, I'll do what I take. Aye, sir. I'll do what I take. Well, I'm your well. You can count on me. What is it? What? What?
Thanks for the invisibility.
You can count on me.
That's kind of griefy.
You can count on me. I'm your one. Aye, sir. Count me in. I'm your what is it now? I'll do what I take. Problem.
I'm leveling up on 4 versus 4 RT, going for that rank 1 with my terrible play. Got to pick those undead for those quicker, easier wins.
Count me in. I'm your you can count on me. Victory! I'm your one. Get on.
Can we get some blizzard action in there as well, Mr. Archmage? You may as well. May as well chuck some of that in. Oh, that's a beefy lot of griffins. Is that an alchemist? You are crazy, aren't you? You just got him for fun, didn't you? Okay, so early creeping is incredibly powerful on that map, so good teamwork is needed for that map then, and you can basically, the whole team can benefit a lot if just 2 players can agree to creep one of those corner spots in the middle early. That's really clearly very powerful.